Hello everybody, it's Tonic TZW and I'm here again with a stream highlight from last night's live stream where a certain person by the name of rlewis88 was watching my stream and dropped a message asking if I fancied jumping into a division, and I said yes. And my mate Stuart, who's a full potato Jack in World of Warships Legends, he jumped in as well, and to my embarrassment I didn't realise that Lewis was a World of Warships Legends community contributor and made a complete fool of myself. My only explanation for that would be that he does all his streaming on Twitch, and the majority of the other ones that I know stream on YouTube as I do. Now we have a division here of myself in the Jervis, Stuart in the Zara, and Lewis in the Weimar. And I've watched this replay back a couple of times because Blue Team certainly don't make it easy on themselves on the left side of the map towards ACAP. But we are going to make up for that by playing this other side of the map very effectively and quite aggressively, and we're going to push the red team hard on this one. And I did realise when I saw the end of the video when watching it back that it does appear that the red team had an AFK Massachusetts, which may have helped us out. So thank you, red team Massachusetts, for deciding not to play for whatever reason. You gave us a very good win. Now, as I sail into the cap, there is another DD out here with me. I know I've got the backing of a Weimar and a Zara, so we have a very good offensive capability. And so I'm going to push in. I run my sonar as I move into the cap because the British sonar is very long and it's going to give me plenty of warning of torpedoes. We do get one of the red team destroyers spotted. He's hiding down in the corner thinking he's safe, so we're going to just put our torpedoes through that gap, and just in case he decides to reverse out into them. But he's put a spread out through the cap. I've obviously warned the guys that they're coming, and Lewis is pouring fire onto that guy now, who decides he's going to nope it out of there. He doesn't like the fact that he's getting burned to death already. So although I've popped my smoke, I'm on a cap, and that is inviting disaster. So I'm going to move out of this smoke and push down towards that Mars, because I'm thinking we can get him detected and get him off the map earlier. But we also pick up another Jervis, and lo and behold, he has sent all of his torpedoes straight towards the smoke screen that I was sitting in. We get the Mars spotted. Now he is the one that's contesting the cap, so we do get a reset on him. So he's the one that's holding the points. We do a little bit of damage and get him on fire, but he very quickly, I think, puts that out shortly afterwards. So we turn our attentions to the Jervis, who has got himself spotted. He's firing his guns up against a Weimar and a Zara. He is not going to live very long, and once I get my guns round, there's three of us piling fire onto him. We know that he hasn't got torpedoes available, so we can sit here with all three turrets on and just pop him out of it. Now the Mars is still sat in that bottom corner contesting. Now we know where he is. He sat there and waited for a torpedo reload. There is absolutely no reason for him to be sitting there. The smart thing to do would have been to drop out of this cap, pull back, reposition, and try and spring a surprise on us from another direction. So I'm going to move in, I'm going to keep him spotted, see if I can get some fire on, and basically I take the kill. And at this stage I'll apologise for this. I shouldn't have killed him. I should have let Lewis take him, and you'll see why when we get to the match results. But we know there's an Algerie being parked around this bottom corner, so I'm looking at where my detection ring is, and I'm going to push out just wide enough so that I don't get detected as I move around to push through and spot the red team that are hanging at the back. Now, our other destroyer is way out on the left flank. He has ignored the cap. He hasn't supported the ship that did push the cap with him. And there is a destroyer there. Is it an iron? Sorry, not a destroyer. A battleship there at the back. That's an Iron Duke. So all he did at the start of the game was reverse back from the starting point. He's then gone and parked himself beside an island, and he is, I think, covering our cap and potentially trying to shoot across the middle of the map at the guy sat behind here. So we are now going to push through. I'm given an indication that something is going up the middle, and that will eventually turn out to be the Gneisenau that ran away from here, and he's just appeared there. And you'll watch as the Iron Duke and the Gneisenau get closer. Is it an Iron Duke? I can't remember. Is it a King George V? I think it's a King George V. But we have everybody that's left on the red team spotted now, and that Gneisenau is getting ever closer to our battleship, and basically what you're going to see is the complete waste of a battleship because they're just going to ram each other. We spot the Algery again. He's backing up, so I put my torps out sort of in a spread with where he's going and where he might stop, but I think he knows they're coming. Yeah, there's a DD come round, he's spotted, he's going to start moving again, and we are not going to get those. But we are going to set this guy up to be absolutely deleted from this map, because Lewis is absolutely on fire with his Weimar, pardon the pun. But I'm keeping this guy spotted, and what I'm trying to do is to avoid detection, but I do get spotted, so straight away I move to drop detection. He knows I'm there, he knows he can kill me. I don't think he realises that there are two cruisers just sat waiting to come around that corner. So what I tell the guys I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot at him, get his attention, and then when he turns his attention to me, I'll tell him when he's broadside, and they can come out and finish him. So this is like a set piece in football. He starts turning his turret, he starts turning his ship, and as soon as he starts shooting at me, I pop my smoke. I do take a few hits, but he just disappears. And that was an absolutely perfect set piece of play to take that ship from the map. Now we're going to turn back, and we are now going to push in for this cap, because red team I believe have pushed all the way through to C cap. I think it was a Baltimore push through. He's on our cap. We're going to finish this Jervis off. We've got two ships out there. Do you notice that that other destroyer has basically sailed all the way down the outside of the left flank and gone all the way around for whatever reason. Is he after damage? I don't know, but he does get a kill, but it just seems a wasted journey. He could have done so much more in the game, I think. So red team Weimar is now pushing in. He's getting focused fire. Lewis picks up a high caliber. There's torpedoes going towards him from a couple of directions, and I put my smoke, and then I'm going to join in and try and just draw his attention away, but he sees those torps and gets himself turned and comes through the middle. But again, in turning, he puts himself broadside on to the two cruisers of Stuart and Lewis, and he disappears as well. And our other friendly little destroyer, as we turn our attention to the Leon, he does get his torpedoes away, and he is going to pick up that kill for whatever damage was left on that ship at the time. Now, we did lose Lewis just there, sadly, after playing so amazingly throughout that whole game. The Baltimore is the last ship left in the game. We are turning their cap. I'm going to put my torpedoes down. Stuart is just going to go straight towards him. And I'm thinking that, you know, he's going to pick up a torpedo or two here. I get on the fire using the smoke screen that Stuart laid. And at this point, the decision is made that we're just going to end the game. And as it's called the video, it ends with a little kiss. And there you go. So when we come down to the statistics, I didn't do a huge amount of damage with just under 13,000, but we do get a cap, a assist and a reset. But we pick up 7 kills for the team, and if I hadn't have finished off that other destroyer, Lewis would have been on a Kraken, so I am sorry for that one. It wasn't a kill steal, honest. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you again to Lewis for dropping by the stream. And if it's your first time past the channel, please do consider giving me a like on the video by clicking the little thumbs up, and click the subscribe button to get notified of when I upload new videos. Take care and goodbye.